back here in Doylestown at this home remodel. If you remember last year, we were here during the summer, fencing in the backyard for this client for a future outdoor living project. And since then, we've completed design and planning for the interior remodel and this addition. This last week, we've had some demolition going on. The guys have framed up this master closet. Why don't you guys come inside and I'll show you around. All right, so as you can see, we're on the inside of the new master closet addition. Framing's all complete. We got our electric roughed in, and then later today we're gonna have a framing inspection. And as you can see behind me here, that we're breaking into the old master closet. As you follow me through here, you can see that this space is now gonna become part of the master bathroom, which is beyond this wall on my right. But as we come through the bedroom here, we'll bring you into the old master bath. This is scheduled to be demolished tomorrow. We'll be tearing down this wall, going into that space, and then enlarging the total size and area of this master bath. This bathroom is okay and it held up pretty well, but it's clearly built in the 90s. These finishes are pretty dated, and we're gonna wanna get rid of the sunken tub, and we're gonna go to a freestanding tub and a much larger shower space. So now we're in this space adjacent to the garage. This used to be kind of like an office space or a workout room, but what we've done here is we've actually moved the garage entry. So we closed out the main door entrance there, and we actually installed a new door here, and this is going to become the new mudroom area. So as you walk in from the garage, we're going to have some cabinetry for storage along here, and this is where the family's going to kind of get ready in the morning, and just the drop zone for stuff as they walk through the door. And as we come through here, this was always the laundry and powder room here, but the configuration was really tight. There used to be a wall along here, and the washer dryer was inside here, but it was really, really tight, difficult to access and difficult to move clothes around. So we've taken that wall out, and now this entire space, rather than being a corridor for the garage entry into the kitchen, now this whole space is a laundry room. The washer and dryer will go up against that wall. We're actually going to have another door that's going to go out to the yard through here, and that'll be great for the family when they use the pool in the summer. They can actually come through this door and put their towels right here in the laundry area. And then along here, we're gonna have a folding table area, so countertops, a sink, and then a tall linen cabinet just for storage. Then finally above me here, this space used to be a vaulted ceiling that continued all the way through cathedral style or vaulted style all the way to the second floor. And what we've done is we've actually closed this off. So now we got a 9-foot ceiling. We've got these floor joists above me, and that's creating another new room up above me upstairs. So we're gonna head upstairs and we'll take a look there. All right, so now we're here upstairs in the new room. And as you can see, it's a pretty decent sized room. And what we're actually gonna do here is we're gonna tear this roof off, and we're gonna create a new shed dormer that's gonna span from this wall to the wall behind me. And there's gonna be 2 new windows there, and this is gonna become a new home office for the homeowner. And that's about it for now until we move on to demolition in the kitchen in about a couple weeks. So we'll check in at that time and see you then. All right, welcome back to this home remodel project. In the last week or so, we've gone ahead and built this front portico. It gives us really nice added weather protection for the front door, and it adds a really nice architectural detail to the front of the house. And while we're waiting for the guys to wrap up the trim on this portico, why don't we head on inside and I'll show you some updates in there. All right, now that we're back inside, we're in the new family room space. If you remember, this used to be a sitting room, and then the living room was on this side. In our new design, we really saw no need for this sitting room, so we just took down this dividing wall. The guys went ahead and did demolition this week, put up 2 temporarily load-bearing walls in order to put in this 4-pack of LVLs behind me. Now this supports the entire second floor. And behind me, we got a dividing wall between the hallway, stairwell, and the family room. We did have a little bit of plumbing to contend with that had to get moved over. And due to the thickness of the pipe, we went ahead and packed out this wall as well. That allows us some room off the pipe with drywall, and it also allows us plenty of room for sound insulation to cover up the sound when water is working its way down through the pipe. As we work our way back into this area, this is gonna be more of a sitting area. We imagine a couple chairs and a table, somewhere you can sit down and have a cup of tea and read a book, and a new dividing wall between the family room and the kitchen, as well as this little nook that's gonna function as a bar. And then behind me here is our kitchen, which is still intact. We don't have cabinets coming for another 3 to 4 weeks, so we want the family to be able to go ahead and use their kitchen as long as possible. And once we're about a week out from cabinet delivery, we're gonna go ahead and tear out this kitchen, and our electricians and plumbers will go ahead, do all the rough-ins they need to do, and then we'll move on to inspections, insulation, and then some drywall, and then cabinets and so on. But in the meantime, why don't we head over to the primary suite. So here we are in the primary suite, and as you can see, since the last walkthrough, a lot has happened. Last time we were here, we still had drywall up and demolition has not occurred, but since then, as you can see, obviously, everything's been torn out. We've also torn out some of the old framing, and we have already gone ahead and done the new framing for the new layout in this bathroom. So as we walk through here, this used to be our entrance into our walk-in closet. Now this is a hallway, part of the master bath. And then on my right here, we've broken through into the addition portion of things, and we've gone ahead and done all the insulation needed because the framing inspection is complete here. So now we're ready for insulation inspection. But in the bathroom, the new layout's been done. Here we have a full water closet, and behind me we're gonna have a tall linen cabinet along my right, and then behind me we're gonna have a double vanity, his and her setup. And as we come through, there's gonna be glass partitions here with a glass door, and this is gonna be the new wet room. On this side here, we're gonna have a freestanding tub with a tub filler. And on my left here, we're gonna have a big stand-up shower with dual shower heads and dual shower valves. Now, if you look up above me, we used to have a vaulted ceiling, and we decided to go ahead and design a cathedral ceiling. And that does a couple things for us. Number one, it kind of takes away that weird architectural, one-sided, lofted type of a vault, and it gives us a nice, even architectural detail with the cathedral ceiling. And it's also given us an opportunity to better insulate the space as well. So in the next week or so, we have our mechanical trades coming in. There'll be roughing and electric, plumbing, and HVAC, so stay tuned for those updates.